big quiz of the middle of the year. My name is Luke Kondor K. I'm joined by my regular co-host, Mr.
Ben Errington.
And we've got two people you may recognise from a recent episode. Mr. Johann Chipol. Say hello, Johann.
Hi, Johann.
And Mr.
Classic.
Ed. Mr. Edward Harvey.
Not Mr. Ed again.
Mr. Ed, my friend and talking horse, Mr. Ed.
Hello, guys.
And of course, it wouldn't be a quiz without a quiz master, Mr. Sheets himself, Mr. Andy Conduit-Turner. Hey, Andy.
Hey, guys. How you all doing?
Not too bad. Not too
got
bad.
thumbs.
Good, dude. Good.
Not bad. Pretty nervous, but I'll give it a go.
I was okay until we hit record, and now I'm starting to feel a bit of the pre-quiz nerves.
This is why this is now my third cup of coffee. I'm just having to find a way to compensate.
You gotta stay sharp. I did remind you guys, this is not a saw scenario. No one's family members are in direct risk that I know about.
There's already a big enough risk out there as it is. The last thing I need is you threatening with like a saw somewhere, my grandmother. So we're fine.
Yeah.
That's going to be a twist at the end of the quiz, Andy, that we didn't know about. It's going to be like a video link pop up.
Yeah, that's how it works.
All right.
So I guess before we jump into the quiz, maybe let's everyone just jump in with a film we've seen recently that we want to have a quick chat about. I don't know if anyone wants to jump in. Anyone seen anything good recently?
I saw something decent last night. My DVD copy of Color Out of Space arrived.
Oh, nice.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So I watched that. Oh boy!
Is that the first time you've seen it, or is that
first time I've seen it? First time I've ever seen it, and I really, really like it. But does that take a weird turn? The last 10, 15 minutes of that movie. Oh, all I saw was purple for like 15 minutes. I was colorblind and spots all over my face. It was wonderful though.
Yeah, I really liked it. It's just insane. It was kind of a dirty, weird movie. There's the weird bit, the kid and the mum. When that happened, I was like, "Oh, this isn't going to be a normal film." This is
but it took a while to get there. But once it got there, though, with that bit, and then the weird cosmic horror stuff with everything else, and the universe maybe exploding, we don't know. But brilliant! I really that was a fun one for me to watch. A little bit drunk on a Saturday night, so.
Is that the same guy who did Mandy?
No, it's from the producers of Mandy,
right? But
it's actually from a director who's famous for a bad movie as well. He quit after 3 days, which was the Island of Dr. Moreau, the one with Marlon Brando, which he quit after 3 days due to like creative issues, and then he didn't make a movie for 25 years until this one. So,
right.
Jesus Christ, what a way to make a comeback, I guess. Have Nicolas Cage just oozing purple goo. So,
yeah, Richard Stanley, that guy. He's an interesting guy. He's into magic and lives in the South African wilderness at times. Yeah. What about you, Ed? What have you been watching?
Just like keep myself sort of like happy in these weird times. Like watching like nostalgic movies. I watched Goonies again lately, and like I've been watching loads of YouTube. Like I'm watching loads of those, where actors like break down their career and stuff, like Vanity Fair or like GQ or something like that. And I saw a Harrison Ford one, and he's always so depressed in interviews, isn't he? He's like he's had a really good life, but he's like, yeah, then I did Hansel.
Just
and
wanted
he
to
was
be
just
a
like
carpenter.
Every film's the same, Like he was talking about the Indiana Jones film, and he was just saying like, yeah, everyone's the same. Nothing. I don't like anyone better than any other. It's just so depressing.
Oh, Harrison Ford has opinions. He's tired.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. Didn't he like nearly die twice from a plane crash that he caused himself? Like,
crashing his planes.
Yeah, so maybe that's the reason. Maybe just like, you know what? I'm near death's door. I give up. And just waiting for it to happen.
He sounds like he's running out of batteries a lot of the time. He kind of gets slower and slower. And so, but when he's like in movies, he's like, "Get off my plane" and stuff like that. So he's kind of like the opposite.
Maybe he keeps all his energy for his movies, but then while in real life he just mumbles everything through. It's like Solar.
Yeah.
Given those recent accents, you should be telling people
Chewbacca
to
was
get off
my
his plane in
favorite.
real life.
I really like the guy though. I think in most films he's been great. So yeah.
Well, good. Excellent.
Yeah. Go on, Andy. What have you been watching?
I, inspired by you, Luke, and your watching of VHS, I've gone back to another favourites horror anthology series. I watched Creepshow again the other day.
Oh,
Okay, nice.
Creepshow.
Yeah. Which is your
I think
favourite
my
segment?
favourite section, it's probably the Leslie Nielsen, one
The
where...
buried head.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the one.
Yeah.
Great.
yeah. That's it's funny to see that bit. I like that bit. It's because that's him trying to be, because he was once a serious actor, and then they made him comedy, and then he's doing a serious role, and I forget that he can do both.
Yeah. Creepshow's great.
Did you watch the TV show, the recent reboot?
I haven't. What network was it on, or streaming service?
On Shudder, wasn't it?
Shudder, yeah.
Yeah, it was on Shadow.
I haven't got round to it yet. I might one of these days, when I burn through all the other content, I might just dive in on Shudder and see what I can get through that as well.
Yeah, I haven't watched Shudder at the moment. I did have it for a bit, and then I got rid of it because I wasn't watching it. But now I want to watch it again because I want to watch things like The Last Drive-In and Creepshow again. Like all the stuff that I've missed.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's a good one to sort of jump in every now and again, blast through as many movies as you can, and then sort of wait for them to repopulate with new movies to jump on. But yeah, it's good. It's a good service.
Have they developed like an app for TV yet, or PlayStation? Or
you can watch it
console?
through Amazon Prime, but you don't get as much stuff. But yeah, there isn't a PlayStation player, which is a big.
It's on Xbox. I think it's on Xbox, and
No!
I watched it on the Fire Stick. I got one of those, so
Yeah, was that through Amazon?
Oh
or
yeah,
is
that's a
that,
good idea.
like direct to Shudder.
yeah, it's just on the Fire Stick app. You just can watch. It's got a Shudder app on there. It's not through like
okay.
Fire Stick.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Just because at the moment the only way I can watch it is sort of like on my desktop computer, which is just a bit annoying.
It's just it's like, especially if you work on a computer for your job as well. It's the last thing you want to be doing, isn't it? At the end of the day, like, I'll look at this device, this computer that I've been on the same time. At least look at a different screen for your leisure
I was thinking
time.
about that the other day. There's some days I get up, I start looking at my laptop, and I don't stop until I go to bed. Just because I'm working on my laptop and then I'm doing other stuff on the laptop. I'm watching TV on the laptop. It's never ending.
Do you dream about being on the laptop?
All the time.
Can't wait to wake up and get straight on the laptop first thing in the morning. Come on, what's the time? Come on, laptop. There you go.
Your dream just meld into reality. You're not even sure if you're asleep or awake yet. Becomes sort of a Nightmare on Elm Street scenario. You're not even sure anymore. Is this a recurring dream?
I don't know if this is even happening right now.
Shit. Deep.
Yeah, man.
Like you'd be dreaming that you're on the laptop, but there's like you've got no eyes, but in your eyes you've got like tiny laptops.
Whoa! That jumped.
Tiny versions of me on my laptop.
Yeah.
It's like when you film something in a monitor and you see a never-ending supply. That's just you on a laptop constantly just going into the screen over and over again.
Endless loop.
Yes.
What about you, Ben? What have you been watching?
I've watched quite a lot this week, but one thing I'll probably talk about is a film called The Wretched, which is a low-budget Canadian horror film.
I think I saw
saw some
someone
good
talking
reviews.
about this. Yeah.
Saw that a lot of drive-in places in the US have been showing it a lot, and it's made quite a lot of money. So I thought I'll check it out, and it was all right. It's all right, mate. It kind of loses its steam probably about halfway through, and then feels a bit generic. But there's some really good, interesting stuff in there. I won't kind of spoil what it's about, but there's a monster, there's a threat. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Scott Snyder comic book Witches. Have any of you guys read that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just had the vibes, kind of a bit of that, and it's pretty gruesome in places as well. So it's a nice little watch. I was quite impressed.
Cool.
Yeah, check it out. I was watching. We had a whole complete film night last night, and I watched Retro Puppet Master, which is like the 7th in the Puppet Master series. Are you guys Puppet Master fans, or are you?
I've not seen any of them actually.
I like the Puppet Master. Yeah, it's good.
So I found the first sort of 20 minutes of this one, the Retro Puppet Master, were pretty terrible. But I found that the longer it went on and the more I drank, the better it got. So by the end of the film, it was pretty fantastic. But it's not a great film.
Do you prefer the puppets in Puppet Master when they are the goodies or the baddies, Luke?
I think I've only seen the first 1 or 2 and this one. The first one, they're full on baddies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I think of them as baddies for sure.
Yeah, because puppets are scary anyway. At least, so it's just easier if they're the bad guy. If they're the heel, it makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, I guess I've just been preparing, revising, doing my horror flashcards, getting myself primed for this quiz, really.
It is important to be ready, because let me just refer back. What's the current score? I know it's only you guys, Luke and Ben, that have been in all of them so far.
I think Ben.
Let me just take a look back here. It's 1-1, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Ben won the first one, and then Luke, you won last time.
Yeah, but now we've got two experts on the show. I've got a feeling they're gonna make us look stupid.
Don't hype us up in any shape or form.
No, these guys
be ready for a fall.
He's trying to put pressure on you to really start psyching you. I mean, these guys, if they get a single question wrong, it's probably going to be downhill from there.
Yeah. They got a single question wrong. We've basically won. All right.
All right.
Okay, go on, Andy. Take it away.
Right, let's begin then, shall we, guys? So, welcome to the Horror Hangout, as Luke says, big quiz number 3. This time, it's Horror Hangout versus the Trash Tapes. We'll begin, as is becoming tradition, with a little bit of a speed round where I get to victimize each of you individually.
Great.
So, let's pick the first victim, but let me put that unpleasant task on to one of you. Johann, you won the toss, so who would you like to go first?
Okay. Luke.
Luke.
Oh God. Okay.
I will prepare your set of questions, Luke. I'm not going to run out of time because, as I mentioned last time I did this, I took the time to write these. So if you only get through 2, I'll be really annoyed. So I'm gonna run through these numbers, but there will be some bonus points available for a speedy performance. So, Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
No, I'm terrified.
Take a moment to center yourself.
I'm ready.
Okay. In that case, Luke, your questions begin.
Oh God.
Now, a combination of what and no play serves to make Jack a dull boy in The Shining?
No work and wait. Yeah, no. All work and no play.
All work, that's correct. In the opening of Scream, what does Drew Barrymore list as her favourite scary movie?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
That's Halloween. The Host and Train to Busan both take place in which country?
Korea. South Korea.
That's correct. The plot of which movie was inspired by its director's experience of getting a skin infection in Iceland?
Oh, we did this one recently. The Eli Roth one, Cabin Fever?
It is Cabin Fever, correct. How many Freddy Krueger-based movies did Wes Craven actually direct?
2.
2, correct. In Frozen, not that one, Sean Ashmore and his friends are stranded on which piece of ski holiday equipment?
It's a ski lift.
A chairlift, that's right.
Yeah.
Both the original Invisible Man and the villain of the 2019 movie share which surname?
Man. I don't know.
It's Griffin. In The Strangers, what reason do the murderous masked home invaders give for terrorizing their victims?
Because they were in, I think.
Because they were in, that's right. In Jason Takes Manhattan is which entry of the Friday the 13th series?
8.
It is number 8. An insane surgeon attempts to surgically create what in the film series of the same name?
Human Centipede.
The Human Centipede. Correct.
I looked out on 3 of those, I guess. The Wes Craven one. The Wes Craven
lie.
That's
a lie.
The Friday the 13th one, I didn't actually know.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Right. Very, very nice, Luke. I won't reveal your time now until the time comes to award the bonus points there. As you went first, Luke, who would you like to go next?
We'll flip it over to the Trash Tapes guys. Ed, you can
okay.
My heart was
You can
going
hear
so
the
correct.
confidence, can't you?
Think of this like think of it like a band-aid. Just get through it quickly, and it will be fine.
I would have said so many stupid things during Luke's round. Then things are popping into my head, and I was like, going, "No, don't say that! Don't say that!"
Very respectable. Right, Ed, are you ready?
gonna take a deep breath.
That's right. Recommended.
Okay.
Your time, Ed, begins now. No visitors and a kiss goodnight are regular rules of which controlling porcelain doll?
Don't know.
It's Brahms / the boy. In both the original story and the film, what is the name of the titular reanimator?
Don't know.
It's Herbert West. Your Sister is a Werewolf is the subtitle to the second film in which horror series?
I don't know that either.
It's The Howling. Name the actress who's played both a hide-and-seek playing newlywed and a devil-worshipping babysitter.
No.
Samara Weaving. 1979's home invasion / morality thriller Death Game was remade under which title by Eli Roth?
Don't know.
That's Knock Knock. In Happy Death Day, what type of mask does the killer use to hide their identity?
It's like a cherub, isn't it?
Yeah, like a baby, I'll give you that. Hideo Kojima and GDT very, very nearly teamed up for an entry in which horror game franchise?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, correct. Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, and Return to Nukem High, aka Part 2, are productions of which movie studio?
Don't know.
It's Troma. Which character turned out to be a goddamn robot in the original Alien?
In the original Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to say Bishop, but that's Aliens.
It's not. Is that a pass?
Yeah.
Ash.
Oh,
And
fucking hell.
finally, Nia DaCosta is hopefully bringing which horror icon back to screens in 2020?
Oh, Candyman.
It's the Candyman, correct.
You know, terrible. But at least I got some.
Some
Yeah,
of
you
those,
did.
some of those are hard. I'm
Ed.
struggling to.
Ed, let me get. The first time we did this quiz, the speed round was the thing that got me, and I think I performed exactly the same as you. I skipped almost everything. I won that quiz after that speed round. Sorry, Luke.
I don't know. It's true.
It is true. Ben did eat shit in the first round and then go on to win. So
I think you just have to pass if you don't get it instantly, because you want to try and rack up some points elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's so difficult not to just blurt it out. Like I've got no control. I'm grabbing my leg to stop myself going.
I know the answer.
Ash, me.
I was smacking my chair, going like, "Come on, Ed, you can do this. Come on, please. You know this one already, please."
The thing is, though, some of them weren't even on the tip of my tongue. It was like I just didn't know at all. Like
They're only easy if you know them. That's what someone said once.
the only one that was on the tip of my tongue was obviously the Ash one. But
Okay.
Right, Ben, are you ready? We'll flip back to.
My turn now. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Makes sense.
Unless Ed, you want your hand to go next, it's up to you. I'll let Ed choose.
now let's go to Ben.
Okay. Ben, are you ready?
Yes.
Right. In that case, Ben, your time begins now. What is the name of the pub the gang holed up in Shaun of the Dead?
The Winchester.
Winchester, correct. Which Resident Evil creature is named after the Greek goddess of vengeance?
Tyrant.
Nemesis. The Sumatran rat monkey is the nidus of infection in which classic zombie horror?
28 Days Later.
It's Brain Dead. The elite hunting club does wonders for the Slovakian tourist industry in this torture-heavy movie.
Hostel.
Hostel, correct. In Creep, what character name does Joseph give his wolf persona?
Oh no, it's called like something.
Oh. Yeah.
Furry. Oh no, okay, let's pass.
It's Peach Fuzz. Prior to making his name as a director, Lee Whannell, or Whannell, stars in the opening of which horror film series?
I think I cut out
froze.
Pass. I said pass.
So, in Poltergeist, the son Robbie is pulled off under the bed by what?
pulled off?
It's a clown dude.
It is a scary clown doll. Yep. What is the name of the subterranean worms that attack the small valley town of Perfection in Tremors?
What are their names? Just the sandworms. That's June, isn't it? You know.
It is graboids. The oxygen destroyer is a weapon used on numerous occasions against which kaiju?
Godzilla.
And finally, which biological exorcist can be summoned by saying his name 3 times?
Biological exorcist.
Yeah.
Pass.
It's Beetlejuice.
Yeah. No, that was distinctly average. Good questions.
Andy's wording of in Poltergeist, the clown that pulled off the kid under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that specifically to get you.
Oh, God. Get me riled up.
Try and put you off.
Oh, some of them though, like things, I was like graboids and stuff like that. Like I know that, but that was nowhere in my brain.
Peach Fuzz.
All right. Yeah, Peach Fuzz. I was like furry something, candy floss. I thought. Oh.
Candy floss.
Candy floss. That would have been a name.
Right. Yeah, are you ready? You've seen what's come before you, so.
And I know that this is going to be anxiety-inducing, so I might as well just rip off the Band-Aid. Go for it.
Right, ready? Your time begins now. Sweeney Todd is the demon barber of which London street?
Fleet Street.
Correct. Which world-eating shapeshifter was recently called out for being less of an LGBTQ ally than he had inexplicably been painted?
Babadook?
It's Pennywise.
Yeah.
Despite being a sexual tyrannosaur, Jesse Ventura dies at the hands of which alien menace?
Predator.
The Predator, correct. Highway to Hell is an audio premonition to an accident in which accident-heavy sequel?
Final Destination 2.
Correct. In what is Nicolas Cage's character Red Miller's profession in Mandy?
Mechanic?
He's a lumberjack. In the ruins prior to the evil plant-based peril, in which country are Shawn Ashmore and his friends vacationing?
Peru?
It's Mexico. How long in hours does The Purge last? This is the annual fictional event, not the movie.
12 hours.
12 hours, correct. In the 2013 remake of Carrie, which hit actress plays the titular role?
Chloe Moretz?
Chloe Moretz. What is the name of the company producing deadly Halloween masks in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
That one's on the tip of my tongue. Pass.
Silver Shamrock. And Francis Dolarhyde is the serial killer tracked with the help of another serial killer in which film / Thomas Harris novel?
Oh, okay, I don't know that one. Pass.
It's Red Dragon.
Okay.
Right.
Well done.
Woo! That was good.
Well done.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's stressful, isn't it? I knew some of those, actually. I think I would have done better with those.
Well, okay, we did well. Doing good for the team.
Yeah, and I have to reveal something on my side as well. Actually, I'm pretty proud of myself rather than embarrassed, which is why I'm going to tell you all. I'd absolutely fucked it on Ben's, and I'd accidentally copied the same question twice. So I made up that Beetlejuice one on the bounce.
Wow.
So, well done, me.
Oh, dude.
Excellent.
Whoa,
Right.
Whoa, man. Jesus.
You've won the quiz.
This is why you are the
Yeah,
quiz
you
master.
won the quiz.
Right.
You're the quiz
I could have
master.
never done that.
Let me dish out some more points for timing here. Actually,
Can I ask one question first? Sorry to interrupt, Andy. I just don't want to before. Why is Pennywise no longer a LGBTQ ally?
There was an article the other week calling him out, saying he may not be the ally that we first expected. Probably because of the whole, killing all of killing all of those people and abusing them based on their sexual preferences in the movie. I don't know how he was ever painted as an ally.
In part two. Oh, yeah, now I know why. And in part two, he kills a gay guy randomly who's already being molested by those guys and dragged into the river. And
that's the very first death in the book.
In the book, yeah. I'm not sure why the character was ever painted in that light. Is it like one of those Rick and Morty things where you're not supposed to think he's cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good. The good answer was Babadook, though, because that's exactly what I would have said. Because I'm pretty sure.
Because I know the Babadook is been picked up randomly by the gay community as his sort of icon. It's brilliant.
I can also give you a reveal on the times. All very, very respectable times. But the fastest person through with 1 minute 29 and scoring himself a little bonus point there was Luke.
Ooh.
Well done, Luke. Well done, mate.
Nice.
Right.
One clap.
One solitary clap with reverb on it.
Brilliant.
Right, so next we're going to go to round 2, a round I like to call, because that's its title, What's My Line? In this case, I'm going to give you the start or a piece of an iconic horror line, and I'm going to ask you to try and complete it for me. There are some points available based on the answers you give me. I'm going to ask you to give me the line that I'm feeding you, and what film it's from for an extra point as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start in this round at the right side of my spreadsheet, and then I will move to the left for the series for easy scrolling on this point. So let's begin here with Ed, and I'll give you your first line. Are you ready?
Yeah.
No, not against the clock here. If Ed gets it wrong, I will give Johann a chance to save it for the team and give him the first chance to steal. And then if he also gets it wrong, I'll throw it open to the Horror Hangout guys.
Okay.
Right. Ed, your first one. Shall I read these flat to make it harder, or give you a bit of acting?
Oh, bit of acting, please.
Yeah, let's have a bit of acting. That'd be great.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Number 1 for you, Ed. They're eating her, and then they're going to eat me.
Oh my god!
Very good. You got the line. You got the film?
Troll 2.
Troll 2. Very good.
First episode of the podcast we ever did. Knew you had a memory.
Yes.
Yes! Well done, boy. I've trained you well.
That's ingrained in my mind. I'll never forget that.
Oh my god!
Right, next I come to Luke for the next one. Are you ready?
Yeah, just my neighbour's mowing his lawn again. Can you hear that?
Sounds like Leatherface, so you're alright.
Leatherface
Okay,
trying to get in.
Okay, I'm good to go.
And the doors.
In that case, Luke, for you, I'd like you to finish this line for me. Klaatu, Barada.
Oh, is this Kondor? Is it the Evil Dead 2 invocation spell thingy?
Almost.
I think he says Kondor. I'm pretty sure he just says Kondor over and over again.
Okay, you're not quite right. I can give you what was the film title are you putting this down to?
Evil Dead.
It's not Evil Dead. Ben, I will give you the first chance to try and get it right. I'll give you the line one more time. Klaatu, Barada.
What did you say, Luke?
I said Evil Dead, and the line I just thought Kondor. There's something like Kondor in the spell I was
Is
thinking.
it from Army of Darkness?
It is from Army of Darkness, Ben. I will let you I'll let you save the point for that one.
What was the actual phrase?
I'll give the other guys a chance to get it. Anyone from Trash Tapes can get that one?
I know. Okay, the line. If it's from Army of Darkness, it goes da-da. It goes. I don't know the words, but by the last bit, it goes da-da, da-da.
Correct.
So he just mumbles the cops out of the way. But he forgot the line, like I did. So
yeah, I would have accepted either the line which is Nick 2 or
yeah. Yeah.
I've not seen that film in years now.
I've not seen that. I've not seen Army of Darkness. I've only seen Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2.
Army of Darkness is
and the
fantastic.
Oh, it's brilliant, especially the extended cut where he realizes afterwards that he slept too long. It's my favorite ending, and I kind of wish they actually continued it on. It's like, oh no, I slept too long.
Such a great movie. Next, by the way, I'm scrolling across here. It's actually Ben now. So, ready for yours, Ben?
Yep. Okay.
Right. Yours starts here with a little bit of dialogue between two characters, and then you'll be the first character speaking again, if that makes sense. So, here we go. I'm getting another beer. Do you want one? Yeah, sure. Ben?
Oh, Jesus. I'm getting another beer. Do you want one? I don't know what the next line is, but I'm gonna say Scream.
It is from Scream.
I think
Yes, Luke.
I think the line is, "I'll be right back."
The line is,
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Of course it is.
Oh, now you say like that, yeah. Grief.
I'll be right back. Oh, well. Does that mean we saved at the point, or is it 2 points?
Yeah, it means that you got one for your film, Ben, and then Luke saved the one for the actual line.
Teamwork, Luke Kondor.
High five.
High five, virtual high five.
Yeah, and it's time for your line. Are you ready? Your first line. So your first one here is, "This is it, Jennifer. Your big break in TV."
Okay, this one I think it's from Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and I think it's prime time, bitch.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. I'll give it to you. Sorry.
Yes.
Excellent. That's probably the best one.
Yeah.
Other than the first one, that is probably the best one.
It is indeed. Welcome to prime time.
Yeah. Oh, good one. Whew.
I was just watching the Rick and Morty season 1 again, and that Scary Terry episode when he just says "bitch" at the end of everything is so good.
It's so good. I love that episode.
Robert England has a very good bitch on him, I tell you.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Right, I'm back to Ed for another line here. So Ed, your next line is, "I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm scared to open them."
Oh, I know. Ah. Oh, I can't remember. Fucking hell.
Any chance for a save?
Okay, I think that's from the Blair Witch Project.
It is from the Blair Witch Project.
And I think, and then the line I think is, "I'm so scared." I think
it is. We're all gonna die out here, but you can have one for the film though.
Yes.
Right.
Work.
Luke, at risk of getting cancelled for doing the accent, I'll act this one out for you.
Right.
Can't get cancelled twice.
Yeah, that's it. "Listen to them, children of the night." Luke?
Is this Dead and Loving It?
It's not Dead and Loving It, it's just my voice. It's just my delivery is probably more akin to him than the original.
Oh, that would have been a deep cut.
Well then, listen to them, Children of the Night. I don't know. It would be a Dracula film.
It is a Dracula. Give you one for Dracula. Can you give me the line?
Screaming for singing for. I have no idea.
It's what? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that actually. Ben, any chance
Ben.
to save it?
Come on, Ben. You got it right.
So what's the line again? Sorry. Go on.
"Listen to them, children of the night."
I feel like anything I'm going to say is just going to be terribly wrong. "Listen to them, children of the night, making a load of racket."
Trash Tape Boys, any attempt on it?
Yeah, I know it.
Go on.
"What sweet music they make."
What music they make. Very good.
Yeah.
I know that because it's in a Cradle of Filth song as well.
Right.
I guess if we were playing Dead and Loving It, it's "What a Mess They Make," but I would have given you that too.
Yeah.
They do make a mess. Okay.
Yeah, I was very tempted to put a Dead and Loving It one in there because I love that.
It's the only
movie.
reason I thought it might be because I know you like it.
It's so good. Right, next it's Ben. It's your second line. A census taker once tried to test me.
What was that? A census taker.
A census taker once tried to test me.
I ate their liver with a nice Chianti and some fava beans. Is that right? Silence of the Lambs.
Close enough. Yep. Silence of the Lambs.
What did I say?
You just got it the wrong way around. It's I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti, and then the is optional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that was the improvised bit, wasn't it? That was the script. Yeah.
He actually just burnt his tongue on some really hot oxtail soup.
Campbell's hot noodle.
Imagine there'd been several takes. First time we'd been like, yum, yum, yum.
Yummy! Is that okay? If it's the wrong way around, is that all right?
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's like, we're not...
At least we know you're not a stiffler on this one, so okay? All right.
I'm going to be too mean. Right, yeah, and it's your second line.
Okay.
Do you be acting here? I know you gentlemen have been through a lot, but when you find the time, I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter...
Oh, yeah. Oh. I don't think I know this one.
You'll kick yourself.
Do you want to say the line again? Can you say the line again, please?
I'll do it one more time. I know you gentlemen have been through a lot, but when you find the time, I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter...
No, I'm drawing a complete blank. Ed, help me here.
Ed, any save?
Is it from The Thing?
It is from The Thing. I'll give you the one for that. Have you got the line?
No, I can't remember the line though.
Our Hangout boys. Anyone got the line here?
Look at Ben.
I think Ben even needs a toilet.
Can I go for it? I need the toilet. It's tied to this fucking chair!
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
It's couch, but
Damn
have it. Yeah.
Damn it! Oh, I was playing every single kind of horror movie in my head with winter in it, and The Thing for some reason did not turn up, and it hurt my head.
Tied to this fucking couch. Right, last one.
Couch! I'm sorry.
I'll give it to you for chair, Ben, because the delivery was bang on. Okay, one more line for each of you. Ed, yours is up first.
Okay.
Hey, don't swear. What are we?
Don't know at all. I don't even know the movie, I don't think.
I'll throw it over to your hand. Do you know it?
Okay, I don't know. I can't remember the line, but I think I know the movie. Is it from Nightmare Before Christmas?
It's not Nightmare Before Christmas.
I've got it.
Oh, Luke, have you got it?
Swearwolves. No, werewolves, not swearwolves. And it's from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a steal. What a loot.
Okay. Nice one.
Let Joe points for
That's
that
a good
one.
line.
Very good.
Yeah.
Luke, now it's your one.
Okay.
You play a good game, boy, but the game is finished. My intonation was off on that one, I must say. I'm not pleased with my delivery.
You sounded like Christopher Lee. Was that intentional?
Not Christopher Lee. I'm a better actor. Some would say than I would. Christopher Lee is a better actor than the person they have to argue.
Wait, what? Say it again. Do the line.
Play a good game, boy, but the game is finished.
You sound exactly like Christopher Lee. Are you doing that on purpose?
I guess he's a Christopher Lee-esque person. He's a tall, elderly white man.
So it's either Peter Cushing, Vincent Price, or you got me thinking of Angus Scrimm from Phantasm, but I think that's just because you're saying boy.
I mean,
I'll go with.
I wouldn't steer you either way, Luke. What would you say?
That's a good shape.
I'm going to say Phantasm, but I don't know the line.
Ben, have you got? It is Phantasm.
Oh, cool.
Do you have the line, Ben?
Sorry, what's the first? I've only ever seen this movie once. So this might be
You
tough.
play a good game, boy, but the game is finished.
I win.
It's not I win. Crash tapes, guys. Anything?
No, it's not coming to me, Ed.
No.
It's.
I've not seen that movie for years, so.
It's Now You Die.
Oh.
This line has stuck with me in particular because when I downloaded some Duke Nukem 3D maps, someone had coded it into the mod when I was playing through it, and I was playing some Duke Nukem 3D on some downloaded maps late at night, and it played this sound loud unexpectedly through my speakers, saying I play a good game, but now the game was over and now I was going to die. I absolutely shit myself.
Oh, that's brilliant. One thing is when you were saying the line, when the way you said "boy," I just saw Kratos for a moment. Boy.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm channeling all these great actors.
Oh,
right, Ben, it's your last line here. One that has a special place in my heart, certainly. I don't want to give it away though. Right, ready? Eat shit and die, Ricky.
So it's sleepaway camp.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live.
Correct.
Good job.
I wouldn't expect to get the name. It's Eat Shit and Live, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
It wasn't there, and then suddenly it was. It was like, what the fuck?
just like that movie, it just happens. It's not, you can remember it until someone says it, and then you remember everything.
I imagine when this goes out, if Alice is listening along, she'll have got that immediately before it even said
Eat shit and live.
It's a sequel to Live, Pray, Love kind of. That's the sequel to.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
Eat shit, live.
Last one for you, Johann. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Delivery on this one.
All right.
Do you see? Do you see?
Oh.
That could be anything. That could be anything.
Man asking with increasing intensity if someone else sees. How does this person respond to being asked if you can see?
This could be. No, this is a bad round for me. I can't think of anything on the top of my head at the moment.
Ed, you got a save there?
It's familiar, but it's not Life Force, is it?
It's not Life Force, but it's not dissimilar.
Yeah, I know what the film is, but I'm not too sure of the line.
Go on, Luca, you got the line?
Well, the film is Event Horizon.
The film is Event Horizon.
I think the line is just no.
It's not no. It is yes. I see. And then he kabooms the ship.
God damn it!
He sees all the visions that Sam Neill. I always struggle.
When you were saying "Do you see?" I pictured Sam Neill with his like.
What an actor!
Yeah.
I just saw every generic bad guy who said that line, and I just couldn't think of Event Horizon.
Recreating the film there. Old Larry Fishburne sees all of the visions of hell, and then he very calmly says, "Yeah, I see." He just clicks it. And then I think there's just enough time for Sam Neill to go, "Oh!" before the whole ship blows up.
Maybe I was thinking of Sam Neill with a no bit.
Must have been.
Yeah, he does say no there.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very good. So that's the end of that round.
Okay.
Very well done, everybody. So far, I'll give you quick scores on the doors. Ed, you're with us with 8 points. A little bit ahead of that. Johann, you currently sit on 9. Ben, you have 13, but storming away in an early lead is Luke with 16. I should tell you at this point, by the way, I've been allocating points for that round. There was a secret bonus just to give you an opportunity of how to learn how I operate in this. I was giving you points for one for the film, another one for the line, and then I gave an additional point to anyone who acted out the line rather than just saying it.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Do we have to perform it like in the way to get an extra point? But
yeah, I gave any extra points unseen with you, so your oh my god got you an extra one.
This happens all the time. I start off quite strong, but then my mind gets a bit tired. I think I peak early all the time. So
like Harrison Ford.
Exactly. My batteries are dying.
All these quizzes are basically the same, to be fair. They're all just,
We'll just ask questions and answer them.
Yeah, everything
Right,
goes back
this
to
time-
forward.
I'll start from the left and go right this time. For round 3, who goes there? Which is our round where there's one question for each of you. I have a character in mind, and I'm going to give you 5 clues to guess their identity. If you can guess it in the first clue, you will get 5 points, and then with each additional clue I give you up to a maximum of 5, the points you will receive will slowly decay away. After I've given you your 5 points, your 5 clues rather, I will give again your teammate the opportunity to save it and have a guess to give you a save. If they still don't get it, I will give it to the other team to see if they can get it. But that's only after all 5 of your clues have been used, so people can only steal 1 point from you.
Do you get to do you guess each time?
You can guess each time. I won't say no. You've guessed. You've blown it.
Okay, cool. All right.
Right. So Johann, I'll begin.
How can you steal on this one? Sorry, Andy. How do you steal on this one? Just on the
at the very end, after the person has had their 5
Yep.
clues, I will throw it over for 1 point to one of the others.
Right, so I'm first.
Okay. So Johann, I'll begin with you first.
Okay.
Clue number 1. This character is gender neutral / non-linear.
Oh.
It's a very equal op show we're running here.
Is it that weird monster from Splice?
It's not the weird monster from Splice, but I appreciate your thinking.
I like that film actually. It's pretty good.
Number 2. This character dunks on the Thing, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and it in the form of song. Dunks on them hard.
In the form of song. Monsters that sing?
I haven't got a clue.
No, I can't make a guess.
Clue number 3. This character was voiced by the same singer / actor who provided the pipes for Mother Brain in Captain N, little known late 80s, early 90s Nintendo-based cartoon show.
Okay, I've seen the show, but okay.
Think of that voice.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the voice, but now I'm just thinking it's singing, and I don't want that.
Very famous singer. Beautiful singing voice.
No, this is a stinker already. I'm not doing well. Nah, give me the next clue.
Clue number 4. Lives off human blood and flesh.
Lives off human flesh. Can sing. Is
Needs
voiced by Mother Brain.
Needs increasingly more as it grows.
I can't think of anything. Wow, this one's hard.
It is. Yeah.
And do you want your last clue?
Yeah, give me the last clue.
Clue number 5 is a giant alien plant named after a florist.
Why? I can see it in my head now, but I can't remember it. Okay, it's a killer plant. Okay, no, that was a male voice, I think. Or is it? I don't know. Okay, is it the giant plant from the Little Shop of Horrors?
It is. You got a name for me?
I can't remember the name, though. I really can't. I know what it is. I just can't remember it.
In that case, Ed, do you know the name?
No, I don't know it either.
Save it. Ben, Luke.
Feed me see. No, I know the name of what's his face, Rick Moranis, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Right, the plant's name now will be embedded in your minds forever. Like the time I couldn't remember in the pre-internet days the name of the baddie from Demolition Man for 6 months. Now Simon Phoenix. My cousins have kids whose names I don't know. Simon Phoenix, straight off the top of the dome. But
Yeah.
the name that will ever now be in your minds is Audrey 2, the talking, singing.
Oh yeah.
No! I'm angry at
Who does the
myself.
voice?
It is a singer from the Four Tops. I don't have his name in front of me. I've closed it down.
Feed me Seymour. It's a good soundtrack. I need to watch that film again.
Yeah, just do an episode on it. It's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Right, next it's on to Ben for yours. So, clue number one. Your character is a woman.
A woman?
Is a woman? I don't know if I can name any women. I mean, I would guess at this point, Andy, but I can't name any women. Ellen Ripley. Women. I think I did that last time.
I think you always bang out Ellen Ripley. Right, it's not Ellen Ripley. One of these days it will be Ellen Ripley and you'll do it. You have to try it every time.
5 points!
Number 2. This woman leads a revolution of sorts.
Leads a revolution of sorts. Is it the lead character in that film Doomsday? I can only think of her.
It's not that.
I mean, I couldn't name her anyway. I don't know why I'm saying that. So
I know I do some deep cuts, Ben, but I'm not pulling up Rona Mitra's character from the film Doomsday.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Why?
Clue number 3. This character has a husband and 2 monstrous children.
Two monstrous children. Jesus Christ. It's tough. No. Next clue, please, Andy.
Clue number 4 has a harrowing childhood memory from a hall of mirrors.
Ah, okay. So it's Lupita Nyong'o's character from Us, and oh my god. So I remember the alter ego character is like Red or something.
That's
right?
correct. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Red.
Yes.
Your final clue for anyone playing along home would be named after a primary colour. Right, Ben, are you ready now? Because I know it's Luke's question now, but I know you want to be ready to listen in for the steal.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm ready.
In that case, Luke, are you ready?
Sure.
So, clue number 1, the one that everyone aspires to get one day. Your character is a man.
Freddy Krueger.
It's not Freddy Krueger, although he is
right?
a man indeed.
Okay.
Number 2, this character has been played by 2 actors in the film franchise he appears in.
And it's not Freddy Krueger.
It's not Freddy Krueger.
2 actors. The Hulk. No, I don't think that's relevant.
Afraid it's not the Hulk.
Okay.
Number 3, this character attended and, by his title, successfully completed medical school.
So some sort of doctor.
Yes.
Dr. Loomis.
It is Dr. Loomis.
Oh, dude.
Pulled the 3.
I got it by then. I got that then, yeah.
For those playing along at home, clue 4 would have been he has one notable patient who he dedicated much of his career to, and number 5 would have been having given up on treating said patient, he has shot him at least once. Right, Ed, are you ready for yours?
Okay, yeah.
Right, your first number clue is this character presents as male.
Don't know.
The
Next.
wording.
Clue number 2. Your character is a self-published small press author.
No.
Clue number 3. The best advice for dealing with this character is not to let him in.
No, still don't know.
Clue number 4. He announces his arrival with a rumbling sound and 3 sharp knocks.
No.
And your fifth clue. His name is an anagram of a bad book.
Oh, Babadook.
The Babadook.
Fucking hell.
I was thinking of I probably started just got that. I was just thinking of you know, Stephen King films like Secret Window or something.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's not really a man.
I was like, that's a very deep cut.
Yeah. I guess like I put he presents as Mel because I guess he's technically a abstract concept rather than a man. But he wears a hat and calls himself Mr. Babadook. But I don't know metaphors for griefs gendered in the same way as people.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Right.
I had the Babadook and Johann had a talking plant.
Right. So, the next round we have here is a favourite of mine. We can have a little game of Hammer's Hammer. A game legally distinct, as we played with Heather from the Valkyries last time, of Mallet's Mallet, where I have a list of items, and I'm going to, in a round robin, have you go round the circle and see if you give me a name from the list until we.
Oh yeah.
So you cannot get.
I just remembered what this is.
Until this is Ben's Mr. Conduit-Turner bit where someone repeats something.
What? Okay. You can
tell something from breaking the rules. So, for anyone who hasn't played Mallet's Mallet out there in the world, so I'm going to give the guys a topic and ask them to give me a list of. They're going to name an item from this list, from the topic that I've given them, and see if they can see how long they can keep going this round robin going. We will go in the order that we have on the sheet, so it will go. Johann, you will start, then it will go to Ben, then to Luke, and then to Ed, and we'll go round in that circle until someone repeats something or cannot get one in the arbitrary amount of time I'm going to give you before I say you're out of time.
Okay. Do you guys understand what's going on?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm ready. I know. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay.
So tell it me again, Andy.
So we can play an open hand if you like.
Yeah.
So let's go round in a circle with something that we don't have. So I'm going to say flavors of crisp. Johann.
Cheese and onion.
Ben.
Ready salted.
Luke.
So I was going to say ready salted. So...
but you said ready salted. It's already gone. So Luke would be out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Topic and then something from that topic. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have to keep it going until someone fumbles or doesn't answer. Okay.
Yeah. So. And I'm going to award the points. If you're first out, you will get 0. If you are second out, you will get 1. If you're the runner-up, you'll get 2. If you win, you get 3.
Okay.
Right. The first topic is horror film remakes. So horror films which are remakes.
Okay.
Johann, you can begin.
Evil Dead.
Correct. Ben?
Poltergeist.
Yes. Luke?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes. Ed?
The Thing.
Yes. Johann, back to you.
Last House on the Left.
Yes. Ben?
The Fly.
Yes. Luke?
Friday the 13th.
Yes. Ed?
Halloween.
Yes. Just in time, Johann.
The Blob.
Yes. Ben?
The Ring.
Yes. Luke?
Let Me In.
Yes. Ed?
Dracula.
Oh, oddly enough, it's not on there. It must be reimagined. I'm going to call that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
All right.
Right, so it goes back to Johann. Everything that's gone is still gone.
Oh shit. Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ben?
Psycho.
Yes. Luke?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yes. Johann?
I can't think of any more right now at the minute. Carrie.
Yes. Ben.
House of Wax.
House of Wax. Yes. Luke.
It.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. It's The Haunting is a remake, which that's also yeah. You can have it. Let's keep going. Ben.
Fright Night.
Yes. Luke.
Pet Cemetery.
Yes. Johan.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yes. Ben.
Dawn of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
Oh, double whammy there. Okay. Oh God, I can't think of any more now. Oh no. Okay. If I say Candyman, does it count because it's being done, or is that not it?
I'll give it to you. We know it's happening. Fine. It's all good. Ben.
Oh my God, I have one. It literally just left my head. Oh, The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man. Yes. Luke.
Nothing's coming to my head. Jurassic World? No. I don't know. I can't.
Luke crashes out. Right, Johan.
Okay. One Missed Call.
One Missed Call, yes.
Not sure if this is going to count as a remake or a reimagining. Child's Play?
It's on there. It's on the list.
Oh, okay. Remakes. Ah! Oh no! Oh, I'm going blank. I'm drawing a blank.
I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blank.
0. Ben takes that away. That was a
I don't think I could have got another one.
That was a fiercely fought contest. I will give you some more examples. You could have had The Wickerman, the Village of the Damned. Have a look. Well, The Fog, of course.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it was shit.
Yeah. The Fog, Mirrors, leaning into your Korean horror yet again.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah.
The Hitcher.
Yeah. I found if someone said the one you were going to say completely throws you off track, and then you have to think of one really quickly, and it's like, oh no shit.
Yeah.
Do you guys try and stock up in your head? Because I find out I'll stock up, but then I'll forget the ones that I'd already thought of at the start of the thing.
No, I don't stock up for the simple fact that I know that if I stock up and I'm thinking, right, I've got this one here, and someone says it, I now have to go from my jumble, so I just go one and then just wait, and then I have to think.
Yeah, my problem was I was thinking.
I put my hands out on my lap and I imagine one film in one hand and one film in the other hand.
That's probably not a bad
And if
idea.
I do anything with my hands,
Like, get your piles ready.
In your mind palace.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I need a mind palace. All right.
Right. After an intense game of Hammer's Hammer, let's now move on to round 5. Taglines and other rap sheets. I can't do rap this time because there are only so many rap songs I can lean on. I didn't find enough this time round. So we'll begin with some taglines. Johan, you're up first on this one.
Okay.
I'm looking for the film that matches this tagline.
All right.
Number 1. You have the right to remain silent forever.
Is that Maniac Cop?
It is Maniac Cop. Well done.
Well done.
Ben, one for you. Pray, slay, display.
Display. Is it Pray, slay, display? Is it Chopping Mall?
It's not. That is. Oh, actually, before I do that, Luke, do you want to try and have a save on this one?
Predator 2, maybe?
Not Predator 2. Trash Tape Boys, anything from you?
I don't know it. Do you, Johan?
No, but I bet you once he says it, it'll hit me in the head.
Yeah.
So
Something Christmassy.
It's not, and funny enough, it came up in the last round. It was House of Wax.
Of course.
Hey.
Oh.
The sarcasm.
It's easy when you've been told the answer.
I know, right?
Next, it's one for you, Luke.
All right.
They want your blood. They want your, all in bold, blood.
Daywalkers?
Nope. Ben,
Is that even a film?
any chance for a save?
Sorry, can you tell me again, Andy?
They want your blood.
They want your blood. Critters.
No, but not a million miles away. Trash tapes, guys. Anything from you on this one?
They want your blood.
Your blood. No one else's. Yours.
Okay, we're going the same realm as critters.
It's not exactly critters. Don't think too much around the small, diminutive little creatures line.
Okay, so maybe something like that. Well, the first thing that came to my head, oddly enough, is a movie called Bloodsuckers, because that's actually a thing there. Maybe that's it, or Ed?
I'm not sure.
I'm saying Bloodsuckers.
It's not Bloodsuckers, I'm afraid. It's a film that I'm the only person on this call who has not seen as of yet. It's a film you guys all spoke about together the other week. It's Spookies.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, but none of them want your blood. Like, actually, we've seen the
It sounds like it should be a vampire movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
but it has nothing to do with.
If you guys have taught me anything about Spookies, is it doesn't have to make sense. Come on.
Yeah, this is true. How is a tagline that when there's nothing to do with blood sucking at all?
Spookies, they want your blood.
Apparently. All right, okay.
Once they got you. Ed, I'm going to give you a little. There's a slight spelling point on this one. I'm going to give this one to you for yours one. So, the tagline is, "You'll all be damned," but damned isn't spelt as you might think it would be. You'll all be damned.
You'll all be damned.
You'll all be damned, but damned is spelt a little differently. A little hint for you there, a little differently. So, Ed, you'll shout first.
No, I don't know it.
Any chance for a save there, Johann? This one is a deep cut, I'll tell you.
Okay, so I can't. Damned. No, I'm sorry. I bet you I'm thinking in the back of my head, but I'm not confident enough to say it.
All right, Hangout, guys.
Is it Amsterdam?
It's not Amsterdam. Again, not sure if that's a film.
Is Jean-Claude Van Damme in it?
He is not. I don't believe any actors whose names any of us would know are in it.
The Dam.
No, it's not. Although it's a perfectly good method. It is, of course, seminal creature feature made for very little money. Zombievers. And it's you'll be damned because, of course, that's what beavers make.
Amsterdam is a film, by the way. It's about a slasher who sort of goes to the Amsterdam dams and kills people there. Yeah, I've never seen it, but.
And do you know what the funny thing is? I'm not joking. Zombievers is on the list of movies I was supposed to be watching this next weekend. So I now feel a little, again, another movie I might have to shun now because I didn't get it right.
Oh no, you have to. You're going to enjoy it. Zombievers is a treat.
Yeah. No. Thanks. I stuffed it myself.
Yeah, so, a slightly less deep cut for you on this one then. So your next tagline is, "The monster demands a mate."
This the Bride of Frankenstein?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Then your next one is, the subtitle here is, "Where you are the endangered species."
You are the endangered.
Where you are the endangered species.
That could be so many things. Is it Species?
Species.
Are you saying species because that was what you thinking for the last question? Because the last tagline, I was like, "Is that species?"
Is it not species?
It's
well,
not species. Like, what's one event? Like, you one more chance where you are the endangered species.
Lake Placid?
It's not Lake Placid. Luke, any chance for a save?
Is it Congo?
It is Congo. Well done.
Well done. Congo.
She's gonna help me.
Well-known horror movie classic, Congo.
Andy, you've been a thorn in my side for long enough.
Ben, you should know, if I'm ever going to give you a question, you should just say Congo.
Congo's amazing. Brilliant. I love Congo.
Those bad gorillas.
I agree.
Luke, it's time for yours.
Okay.
So, to catch a monster, you must become one.
I don't know. To catch a monster, you must become a monster. Is it Silence of the Lambs? I don't know why.
It's not Silence of the Lambs, but
I can't think of it.
There are elements. Ben, any chance for a save? Can you return the favour for Luke?
You just said there are elements then.
Well, I think it's a more serious film than some of the other ones we've done so far in this list.
To catch a monster, you must become a monster. Is it Zodiac?
It's not Zodiac. Trash tapes, guys. Any guesses?
Ed, do you have anything?
No.
No, I can't think of anything.
It is I Saw the Devil. And Ed, one for you then. Who will survive? What will be left of them?
That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Correct.
Well done.
Smashed it.
Well done.
Next one. I've got one last tagline for you each, and then we've got a slightly little twist on that one.
Okay.
So, next one for you, Johann. Now terror has no shape. Now terror has no shape. I guess a slight dunk on Halloween there.
Now terror has no shape.
Now terror has no shape.
Is it the Blob?
It is the Blob. Well done.
Woo!
Well
Yeah.
done. Well
This
done.
is my round! Yes!
Crushing it.
My round, bitches!
Question
Word up.
for your tagline for you, Ben. Welcome to the future of horror. He's been drowned, chainsawed, knifed, axed, hammered, shocked, burned, spiked, nailed, shot, and frozen. Now he's back for more.
Is it Jason X?
It is Jason X.
Oh, that movie's amazeballs when it's not 4 a.m. It's so good.
Luke, one for you.
Yeah.
You'll never know what bit you. You'll never know what bit you.
Piranha 3D.
Not Piranha 3D. Oh, before I hand over this, it has been mentioned in this very game, though. So you'll never know what bit you. Ben, any chance to save that one for Luke?
Lake Placid?
Lake Placid, well done.
Thanks, Ben.
Wow.
And the last one of these taglines, so for Ed, when there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Dawn of the Dead?
Well, the dead, correct.
Mhm.
Right, and then the last one, because I couldn't find any raps to transcribe this time, I've just given you the names of some characters from this, not the lead character, because that would make it too easy. So some of the people you'll find on the character list, or rap sheet, as some may incorrectly call it, of a film. So, Johann, for you, in what film would you meet unforgettable characters such as Veronica Quaife, Stathis Borans, Dr. Cheevers, and the film's director moonlighting as a gynecologist? Those names again. Veronica Quaife, Stathis Borans, Dr. Cheevers, and film's director cameoing as gynecologist?
Those Mighty Boosh characters, surely.
I don't know. Okay, I have no idea what this could be, so I'm just going to really do a shot in the dark. And for some reason, I think Alone in the Dark, for some reason.
It's not Alone in the Dark. I will say before I hand it over, it's a significantly better received film than that.
Good to know.
Ed, anything that you've got on that one?
No idea.
The gynecologist one, I think, is a big clue. Go on, Ben.
Guys.
Do you know, Luke?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. What about you?
All right, okay. It's The Fly.
Is The Fly nicely stolen?
I thought David Cronenberg played a gynecologist, but I couldn't think of what it would be.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I did. I saw David Cronenberg as a gynecologist, and then I was thinking,
what are the names? Dr. Cheevers.
Dr. Cheevers.
Stanis Borov.
Stathis Borans. And
yeah, because he's the douchebag dude, isn't he? Who's not really a douchebag, but kind of is, and then isn't again.
Veronica Queef.
Veronica Queef.
The softcore porn version, Veronica Queef.
And that's a good drag name, Veronica Queef.
Yeah.
I am stealing that. That's for me for future reference. I'm going to be calling myself Veronica Queef. Right. Okay.
Time for yours, Ben. So, your own question now. In which film would you find characters named Magenta, Riffraff, and Dr. Everett Scott?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Magenta, Riffraff.
Dr. Everett V. Scott. Sorry if the initial helps you. I'd missed that out there the first time.
I don't know.
Luke, I've got a feeling if Luke doesn't get it, then there's someone that will.
Deep Rising?
It's not Deep Rising. Trash tapes, guys?
It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh my God, it's the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right, calm down.
Johann.
I saw your face and I'm like, oh.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? I've seen it once many, many years ago.
Oh, that was killing me, but we're doing good. Anyway.
Right, very good. Right, here we go then. So, scrolling across to this next one. So, Luke, in what film would you find Snake by Andy, Crow Daddy, Abra Stone, and Rose the Hat?
Oh, Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep, correct.
I wouldn't got any apart from Rose the Hat.
I almost didn't put Rose the Hat in, damn it. And then, Ed, for you, Samantha Grimm, Goat, Duke, and Sarge.
No, don't know.
Johann, any chance of a save on this one?
Maybe. Can you say the names again?
Samantha Grimm, Goat, Duke. Doom, correct.
Grimm, it's the Grimm part, I remember. And the Rock's called Sarge, and Goat's the...
I was convinced that I had it, and it wasn't Doom. I thought it was Hills of Eyes. I swear, like, the dog's called Sarge, or... Oh well.
Doom, though. Wow.
I'm glad I didn't embarrass myself, because I'd have been like, well, I think you'll find
well, sorry, that's incorrect.
I think I've blacked out Doom.
I think most people have.
I picked Doom especially for you because I know you guys have done an episode on it, and I know you've been well versed in it.
Yeah,
I'm still none the wiser after doing a podcast on it.
Alright. Okay.
Right, here we go then. So our final round before we get into the grand finale. It's called Big in Japan or Elsewhere. So what I've done here is taken some either literal translations of alternate titles for movies, when they're translated back into English from elsewhere abroad, or in some cases just a name, even in English, that they've been marketed under this name. I'll tell you where they're from and see if you can tell me the film title. Johann, we begin with you.
Okay.
Your first one is Captain Supermarket, and this is what the film was called in Japan. Captain Supermarket.
Captain Supermarket.
Captain Supermarket.
Captain Supermarket. Jesus. I Okay, so I'm thinking. Okay, I have to start thinking logically here, but this is hard. Captain Supermarket. Dawn of the Dead.
It's not Dawn of the Dead. Ed, do you want to save this or throw it open to the guys? Not that I think anyone's going to get this, but it was too delicious not to put it in.
I haven't got a clue.
Horror Hangout guys. Anyone for Captain Supermarket?
I just like hearing it. It's just hilarious.
Shopping mall.
It's not Shopping Mall.
Only because of where it's set. It's not The Mist, is it?
It's not The Mist. Captain Supermarket is a Japanese title for Army of Darkness. I'm guessing because Ash Williams works at the supermarket and saves the supermarket.
Evil Dead 3, Captain Supermarket.
Captain Supermarket. Right, next to you, Ben.
Mental.
Okay. The Japanese title of this film is Murder Ride Show. Murder Ride Show. This is the Japanese title translated back to English.
Murder Ride
Show.
Jesus Christ. Murder Ride Show. Final Destination 3? There's a roller coaster.
Not the Murder Ride Show, I'm afraid.
I was thinking that as well.
Luke?
Don't know. Let's say... Funhouse?
It's not Funhouse. Trash Tapes, guys. Any guesses?
Ed, you got something? I've got an idea because I always feel like when you translate something, as we learned from the last round with Captain Flippin' Supermarket, is they pick one thing and just stick with it. So I'm thinking, logically, because I'm the end of this, I think it's a House of 1,000 Corpses, and I think it's because of the first part of the thing that they say Murder Ride Show.
Well, Johann, I can tell you, you are absolutely correct. Murder Ride Show is the Japanese title of House of 1,000 Corpses.
One clap.
Thank you. One clap indeed.
Luke, for you, the Taiwanese title of the film is Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed. Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed. They don't give any inclination of the intonation here. Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed. Maybe it's a command. Yeah, Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed.
It's very difficult. I'm just going to say The Conjuring.
It's not The Conjuring. Ben?
Is it Poltergeist?
Not Poltergeist. Trash Tapes, guys.
Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed?
Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed.
It's not something as silly as Casper, is it?
Not Casper. I would never be that silly.
Ed, anything?
Ed, anything from you?
The Sixth Sense.
Not. Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed is A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh god.
Oh,
okay.
Midnight Ghosts Go to Bed. It's okay.
And for you, Ed, a Japanese title, Summer Camp Inferno.
Don't know.
He's in deep thought there. He was in deep thought. Summer Camp Inferno. Could that be something like Friday the 13th?
Not Friday the 13th. Horror Hangout.
The Burning.
It's not The Burning.
That makes
Ben,
sense.
anything for you?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, but none of these do.
Language is difficult.
Come on, Ben. You got it.
I can only think Sleepaway Camp.
You'd be correct to think Sleepaway Camp, Ben.
Hey.
I don't know whether
It seems too obvious. It seems too obvious.
You'd be surprised. I was running out of time before we came and do this. Like, quite a lot of the times the translation is just literal, so having to find like a few more, I was like, oh my god, I'm running out of time. But yeah, we've done it. The next one. So Johann, another title for you. Another one from Taiwan here.
Mm-hmm.
Alexa's explaining something.
It's gone sentient. It's gone sentient.
So for you, ghost feeding.
Ghost feeding.
Ghost feeding. I assume they say Taiwan, where they primarily speak Chinese languages, but they're not allowed ghost films in China, are they? So yeah, that's why it's Taiwan. Ghost feeding.
Ghost feeding. Ghostbusters?
It's not Ghostbusters. Ed?
No, I would have said Ghostbusters. No, don't know.
Horror Hangout boys, anything from you?
The Conjuring.
It's not The Conjuring.
How about 13 Ghosts?
Not 13 Ghosts. The answer is Hellraiser. I'm not sure what they feed the ghosts there, but yeah,
the
ghost feeding.
The flesh and stuff, I guess. I like Ben thinking like a buffet of ghosts. You were thinking, right? Well, there's so many, like a.
Yeah, I guess
Ghost
so.
smorgasbord.
Not, but I was literally just thinking the word ghost and films with ghosts.
And I was thinking Ghostbusters because of how Slimer just eats so much. I thought that maybe that was it, but clearly not.
That hotel could be accused of ghost feeding, I imagine, leaving all those trays of food out and the cloches.
Yeah.
For you, Ben, do I attempt the actual French? I do not speak any of these languages well. I will apologise for any native or competent speakers of these languages in advance. So, Ben, here is a French subtitle of a film for you. Le Dossier Warren. Le Dossier Warren is a French subtitle for this film. I can translate it to English
the
for
Book
you.
of Shadows?
It's not. I can give you, before you answer, I can give you the English. So it translates to, in case my delivery in French is the problem, the Warren cases.
Oh, that is The Conjuring.
That is The Conjuring.
I was going to get it when you said the French one as well. I was like, finally, I knew The Conjuring would be somewhere in here.
You have said The Conjuring about 4 or 5 times, and you think, what is The Conjuring?
It's a good fallback.
Luke, for you,
yeah.
It's the Belgian French, not Belgian Flemish title.
Okay, interesting distinction.
Of this film. In Belgian French, it is Les Femmes Panthères.
Cat people.
The cat people, correct.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Didn't even need it in English. My Belgian French is obviously that good.
Wow.
And Ed, one for you. This one is the French-Canadian subtitle of the film in question. La Vengeance des Fantômes. Which is, in English, in case my delivery was the problem there, The Revenge of the Ghosts.
Revenge of the Ghosts. No. Don't know.
Johann, for a save.
Revenge of the Ghosts. The Frighteners?
Not The Frighteners. Horror Hangout.
Hate to be repeating myself, but 13 Ghosts?
Not 13. It's not 13 Ghosts.
Oh, God.
So, if I say it one more time...
If you say it one more time,
right.
if you say one more time, a DVD of 13 Ghosts will fling it into your face, so...
Matthew Lillard will come and bring you a coffee.
Candyman?
Yeah.
It's not the Candyman. So... The Revenge of the Ghosts is Poltergeist.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Same ballpark.
Right.
Okay.
One more of these for each of you.
Okay.
So, Johan, you can actually speak Spanish, can't you?
Yes.
Oh God! In that case, extra apologies to you directly for this one. So, La autopsia de una desconocida. You don't need me to translate that into English, right? My pronunciation was that good.
No. So, is that the autopsy of Jane Doe?
It is the autopsy of Jane Doe. Very good.
There you go.
Crushed it. Ben, I forgot to say, that was the title of the autopsy of Jane Doe in Panama.
In Panama?
Yeah,
All right.
Panama. For you, Ben, the Italian title of this film is Don't Rape Jennifer. Like, absolutely, I cannot stress this enough. Do not rape Jennifer.
Anyone but Jennifer.
It doesn't go on to specify if that's not a rule in general, but if you are inclined,
everyone else is up for grabs.
If you're inclined to do that type of thing to anyone, best avoided if you do it to Jennifer. Go for it, Ben.
Jennifer's body?
It's not Jennifer's body.
Has it been mentioned already on this episode so far?
No.
Let's get. Oh no, that's Jessica. If it's not Jennifer's body, I haven't got a clue. And this is about Jennifer Aniston. Okay, Jennifer Aniston, Leprechaun.
Wow.
I mean, the Leprechaun, I don't think gets that. He's a bad bloke, but I'm not sure it goes quite that far.
Wow, the leap in logic in that one.
The Leprechaun in logic, you could say.
Crash tapes, guys. Anything new on that one?
What is it again?
Don't Rape Jennifer.
I'm trying to think of famous rape movies, basically.
Say it again.
It's not I Spit on Your Grave, is it?
It is, Ed, I Spit on Your Grave.
I was thinking the wrong line of
the
thought.
only rape movie I could think of.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I went down the Jennifer route and not the rape route. I should have gone that way.
Look, no one should be going down the rape route in anything.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing what the thing is. I think what drew some of you guys astray is I guess the title is in fact advice to unpleasant people who are already rapists. Like, I advise you not to rape this particular person.
I was thinking that. I thought that maybe
she'll take a terrible revenge.
Yes.
And rightly so. So, moving on to you here, Luke. Your final one. I didn't write the Polish down, which I would also absolutely butcher if I tried to say it. But the answer is Fawn's Maze.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth. That's not too bad.
Fawn's Maze.
Yeah.
Put some effort in, innit, to that translation. Fawn's Maze.
Fawn's Maze. And Ed, your one here is the Peruvian title of this movie, La Profecia, or The Prophecy in English. What film could that be in Peru?
I'm not sure.
You had anything to save?
I can't think of anything on the top of my head right now, but I'll just shot in the dark. Is it Drag Me to Hell?
It's not Drag Me to Hell. Horror Hangout, guys. Anything from you there?
I was thinking that you have for some reason.
Same.
Go on, Luke.
I'll go with The Omen.
It is The Omen, Luke.
Wow! Well done. 1 clap, 2 claps, 3 claps.
That was a lot.
Okay. You've successfully navigated my questions, and there is just one remaining. However, as we always like to do in this scenario, making the exercise we just went through for the last hour and a bit largely pointless, you get to gamble your points in this last final question in a move legally distinct from the popular television show Jeopardy. So what I'm going to give you a general gist of what the question might be about, and then I'm going to pick up my phone. I advise you to do the same, and then I'm going to invite each of you to text me. Originally, I was going to get you to do this in groups for your group benefit, but bearing in mind you're in this for yourselves as well, I will encourage you just to send me a message directly, so your podcast friend doesn't also know what you're gambling. I will tell you in a moment the number of points that you have. You can bet up to the maximum number of points you already have on your ability to answer this last question, depending on how confident you feel.
Gotcha.
Then, when I ask you the question, if you get the question right, it will be worth that many more points. If you get the question wrong, then you will lose that many points from your total.
Okay.
So it's still very much all to play for where we sit today. So the topic in general of my question I'm going to ask you for the grand finale this time is metafiction madness. So it's going to be some metafiction that's coming into play here. Right. I will give you all a moment. Pick up your phones, and on your platform of your choice, as long as it reaches me on a phone, message me how many of your points you would like to gamble. I can tell you right now, Johann, you have 18 points. Ben, you have 23 points. Luke, you have 25 points. Ed, you have 12.
Okay.
So message me. Don't say it out loud because you'll give away your competitive advantage.
Do we not know the question before we gamble?
No, I'm not going to tell you before you gamble. I will give you a few moments to text me your things. I have Johann's bet. I have Ben's bet in hand.
It's difficult.
I have Luke's bet in hand. I have Ed's bet.
Okay.
Some real high rollers in tonight.
I'm not sure that's sarcasm or legit.
just how I talk. Right. And again, I'm going to ask when I read this question out. I'm going to give you some time to answer. Again, there is only one question, so multiple ones if you could get it right. So again, just text me your answer, and I'll reveal once everyone's answer is in who got it right and who got it wrong. So our question for the grand finale for Metafiction Madness: who plays Sidney Prescott in Stab and Stab 2, the fictional in-universe films based on the events in the Scream series? So which actor plays Sidney Prescott in those movies? While the guys are thinking and agonising over this, for anyone playing along at home, if you enjoyed our adventures here today, why not join us on the Horror Hangout Board of Advisors Facebook group or Enigmatic Productions Facebook groups, where we can have lots more of this chat and horror discussions. Join the guys on their various podcasts coming out with all of your horror goodness. And fancy another one of these quizzes, if you know another horror team that you'd like to see us take on in the future, then do let us know. Right, let's see what answers I have in here.
I sent mine in, but this is difficult.
Yeah. I can't remember the stab.
I can tell you that no two answers the same just yet. Right, I believe I have 3 of the answers in hand.
Now I'm doubting it.
I'm just waiting on one more.
Doubt has just set in. Doubt has just set in. Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Oh, the looks of like watching the video. I guess anyone watching the video version here, it'll be a horror in itself. Seeing all these stressed faces.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't think I've got this well.
I feel like I've got the wrong person now. Now I've said it. Now I've thought about it. Shit.
Same, but I have no idea. I'm not sure how meta this is. So
I have everyone's answers in. They have to make the last one tough. I can tell you that of the 4 people competing today, one person has got it correct, and it has made the difference between, and it has changed the leaderboard.
Oh shit.
So,
Oh shit.
the correct answer to the question, and I imagine by the person's reaction will indicate who has got it correct.
A chest.
The correct answer, the person that plays Sidney Prescott in Stab and Stab 2, is Tori Spelling.
Yes. Yes. I was thinking I was naming Courtney Cox's character.
Yeah, so that is a victory for Ben. The way the gambling has worked, Ben's modest bet was enough to tip him over the edge, and ending on 26. So let's see how that makes the.
I just wanted to bet enough just to take me just past Luke if he got it wrong.
Just past Luke if he got it wrong. Yep. So all in with all the gambling and everything calculated for, it makes Ben our overall victor. Luke takes the silver.
This happened on the first one. I was doing all right, and then we had this fucking bet thing at the end.
Luke takes the silver.
That fucking bet has done it again.
Ed takes our final podium place, and then Johann takes the wooden spoon after the boldest bit of gambling out of the group here.
Oh, did you go all
I
in?
basically base half my points, so.
Yeah, well, we played a similar thing with my wife Karen and her friends, and all of them bet all of their points. Rogues. But yeah, and that takes the entire series score. Trash Tapes finish on 18. Horror Hangout, thanks to Ben's astute gambling, rollicking home on 43, showing that they are a horror-focused bunch once again. So.
Game is rigged.
Ben?
It was rigged.
Oh, never even suggest that I'm as mean to these guys as I am to anyone else.
No.
So Ben, Luke, who do you want to take on next? I heard you.
Well, I think John and
Zoe.
Zoe from the Nice Chianti in Zobo with shotgun. That'd be good.
I heard you talking to Dan as well, didn't you? Was it last week you mentioned to Dan Butcher? Him and Vince might take you on.
I bet they're really good. Just
have to put the challenge out there, I think now. So you want to take us on next?
Yeah. Anyone who wants to get in touch on the socials who we haven't called out directly, by all means. I mean, I got nothing but time right now, so.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
A quiz master. So yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for playing, guys. That was quite stressful.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
it was good though. It was good fun.
If I've made it stressful, then I've done it right.
Yeah, I'm already seeing a grey hair that wasn't there before. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I had hair at the start of this podcast, I think.
Oh, but that was a lot of fun. You know, I think we were doing quite well until the stupid bet thing. Yeah, but other than that, I think we were doing all right.
I completely forgot about the bet thing until it came up. I was like, oh.
I can safely say I feel confident enough that I know I'm just about enough. So I'm good to hear that.
I think everyone did well. There were some really, really good answers from people that just.
I think for me, Johann, you pulling House of a Thousand Corpses
that was
from
good.
That title was great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There would be an action replay of that if this was.
I'm just thinking like I'm just thinking Japanese logic now. So.
Cool. I guess does everyone want to give a quick shout out to where people can follow you on Twitter and that kind of thing, or no?
Yeah. Well, Ed's pretty good at saying that. Now, so Ed, would you like to say where the hell you can find us?
Yeah, you can find Enigmatic Productions on Twitter at enigmatic_UK. And we're also on Instagram, which is just Enigmatic Productions, all one word. And Facebook is just, I think that's just Studio Enigmatic, isn't it? The end of that. Yeah, so you can find us via that.
And if you want to find the Trash Tapes podcast, it's on any place you stream stuff. I'm currently editing. This one's a surprise for all of you all. I'm editing currently Moments Southland Tales. Oh wow!
Painful film. I found that.
If you want to hear a man slowly lose his mind for 2 hours, then tune into the next episode because I I had to rebuild myself from scratch. I did after talking about that movie. It's a corker. That's what's coming up next.
So did you say you started editing it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've started editing it.
Is it hard?
I'm already having a mental breakdown thinking about doing any more of it because I'm reminding myself how slowly but surely I have lost my mind halfway through, and I'm just shouting at the microphone, going, "Why is this a thing?" Constantly for 2 hours. It's brilliant. You'll love it.
I quite like that film. Anyway,
my dad made that film, so
I haven't seen it in a long time. It's
That's my favourite film. Yeah.
But the problem was that because there's like a prequel graphic novel that no one's actually read, right? So a lot of the logic doesn't make sense.
No, but I for the podcast I actually read it, and it still doesn't make no sense because it's just a dumb, stupid, overblown, pretentious piece of crap. And
that's my favourite genre.
See, I'm already getting heated thinking about it. This is how badly it got. So it'll be a fun episode once I finally finish off the editing and save my sanity. Maybe while I drink.
I got sobered, I'm not. It's got a great little music scene video in the middle for some reason.
It's just a music video. That whole bit.
Stop it.
Okay. Andy, what about you, man? Where can people follow you?
People can catch me usually inflicting myself on you guys in podcast form, but apart from that, you can catch me on primarily Twitter, SuperNDT83, and see some of my comic work over at Horde Comics.
Cool. And Ben, you're _ Ben Errington.
Ben _ Errington. Okay. All over the place. All over the bloody
Couldn't
place.
get one right at the end. Cool.
Brilliant.
Cool. At Luca Kondor on Twitter, Kondor K. Thanks to Kovac Cameron for our theme music. Thanks to Acast for hosting the show. Thanks to the listeners. Everybody come over to Facebook and join our Facebook group, Horror Hangout Board of Advisors. Thanks to everyone for joining in. It's been a lot of fun. My brain is smoothed over now. So
send us your scores to the Facebook group, guys. Let us know how you did.
Yeah. Nice one. All right, guys. Thanks very much.
Later, guys.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.